I thank the member. The question is that the motion be agreed to, and I call the member for Parramatta.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. I rise to speak on the motion put by the member for Casey. A very important motion, and I acknowledge the member for Casey's experience in the technology sector, which is experience that will be very valuable during his time in Parliament. And this is a very important topic. The tech sector is absolutely critical. The tech sector is the 7th largest employer in the Australian economy, employing 1 in 16 working Australians. That's nearly 860,000 Australian people working in the tech sector. As the Tech Council has said before, there are now more software and application programmers in Australia than there are plumbers, hairdressers or secondary school teachers. The tech sector has come of age, and the government's role in supporting the tech sector is very important. The tech sector doesn't just create opportunities within the tech sector, not just for government, it creates opportunities right across the economy. In my business, we use technology as a critical ingredient in our success and efficiency. Technology improved our hiring, our invoicing, our accounting, our human resources, our marketing. New digital tools did help us engage with government, improving our efficiency, saving us time, saving us money. And the tech sector will continue to grow into the future, and the government's role in supporting the tech sector's growth is absolutely critical. But unfortunately, we have had a wasted decade in the tech sector, and that is the great irony of this motion. Today, after 10 years of coalition government, Australia ranks 36th out of 38 nations in the OECD for our ICT trade balance. When the Productivity Commission looked at Australia's digital performance this year, they released an interim report with the following observation. This is the Productivity Commission. While we do well compared to other developed nations on some foundational aspects of technology and data use, such as internet connections and data volumes, we're falling behind on some of the more advanced indicators. The Productivity Commission goes on to say that Australia's internet speeds are relatively low, business use of data-driven technologies such as AI and analytics trails uptake in other countries. As a report card on Australia's digital economy and the performance of the coalition government over the last 10 years, the Productivity Commission report makes damning reading. It points out that Australia is 26th in the use of data analytics and artificial intelligence. It points out that 26% of Australian businesses have identified a digital skills gap, and it points out the weak levels of cybersecurity that Australia was left with after 10 years of coalition government. And of course, the most egregious act of the previous government was their performance on the NBN. And we had the member for Bradfield in the chamber just a moment ago, giving us chapter and verse on the performance of his government in delivering digital technologies, but he slightly omitted to reference his own record on the NBN. This was a Minister for Communications that took a fibre network, a network that was going to deliver a future-proof solution for the Australian economy, and changed it to that world-beating, future-focused technology of copper. And the reason that they said they were going to do that, the reason why they took a network that was going to be future-proof, low-cost fibre to all Australians and replaced it with copper, was that it was going to be much cheaper. They announced it was going to cost $29 billion. Unfortunately, they then had to announce that it wasn't going to cost $29 billion, it was going to cost $41 billion. And then they had to announce it was going to cost $49 billion. And then finally they had to admit it was going to cost $58 billion. Twice as much as they originally planned to build an inferior NBN network in this country. So for all of their protestations about the importance of the digital economy, the importance of government leading in the digital sphere, they delivered a second-rate NBN to Australia. All of Australia's industries, all of Australia's consumers. And in my electorate of Parramatta, businesses are still suffering from the low quality of the NBN created by the previous government. High cost, low quality, a tragedy for Australia's digital sector. The truth is that after 10 years of Liberal government, despite many great technology businesses in Australia, those businesses have succeeded despite, not because of, the Liberal government. And Australia's progress in the digital economy has been held back by poor leadership, poor decisions in the delivery of the NBN and poor decisions across the digital economy. Let's remember, this was the government that delivered us the census fail. They couldn't even ask Australians where they lived, let alone give them leadership on the digital economy.